broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Count to jail. Go, sing your version.
Let down and Dan the whale. So I wasn't ready for the time to see. Time to jail, here's some dry right, let's rock.
That's it. Those are the exact
Everybody,
words
let's rock.
that you're looking for. Welcome, everybody.
Everybody is a rock. We're rocking in the jail. We are rocks.
We are rocks.
We said Jailhouse Rock, and then I just realized I sang 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock rock, thinking it's not the right song. I was so wrong.
No.
Did a whole song about clocks. Yep. And then this started playing, and I was like,
We're off to a great start.
Thank you for embarrassing me, guys.
Seriously.
Great.
Welcome, everybody, to AFTERBUZZ TV. You are here for episode 3, of Scorpion, called Fish Filet. And we have the fish fillet here across from us, Ari Stidham.
What he ordered?
Yeah.
On a platter.
Fish fillet.
Fish Filet,
Yeah.
a.k.a. Sylvester. And where can they follow you on Twitter?
At Ari Stidham, spelt Stidham.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And, of course, Susannah Kim, also here.
Hello, you can find me on Twitter at Susanna_Kim.
Thank you, Susannita. And you guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Monse Bolanos. We are so excited to have you.
I'm pumped to be here.
Thank you for coming. Even in
you.
your crutches, you're here.
Trooper.
I am here. I am here. I am wearing a knee brace. I am here.
You are here, and we love it. And excellent episode to have you in.
Thank you.
for.
Thank you. When you guys reached out, I was like, this is the perfect episode.
Literally, it was meant to be.
It's
Not
the
have
one.
worked out
It's the
better.
biggest one for me.
Because I wanted to reach out ASAP, but I was like, I want to seem like, like I'm groveling over here. And then episode 2, hey, you want to come in? Didn't wait at all. Didn't wait at all.
Thank you. I'm glad it worked out.
Oh, good. Yay. But as we've started this season, we have started talking in relationships first. That's how we're starting to talk on the shows.
Okay.
Because there's so many cool relationships.
Yes.
And then we go into the awesome Save the Day that Scorpion does every week. So let's start with our first couple, Sylvester and Megan.
Oh.
So exciting.
Dish about Sylvester and Megan for me. I just
Last
want to hear
week,
about it.
we were like, we just want more. Even the week before, we were like, we just want to see Megan. We want to see
Yes.
Megan and Sylvester together. I don't want to hear him talk about her, and she's not there. I want her in, and she was
Again, they
in.
heard us.
They heard
They
us.
always hear. They're like,
Seriously.
you want it? Okay.
We're
here
gonna give it to
comes.
you.
Here she is.
Here, thank you. Thank you for bringing her back into our lives.
They all said more Megan. They said there was going to be more Megan last year, and there is more Megan.
There is
Yes.
more Megan.
She's here.
And we got her and Sylvester to say the big L word to each other.
Yeah.
How adorable is that?
Yeah.
Crazy.
A little
CBS.
dancing around it, if you will.
CBS let us say lesbians on the air.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. And then after you said that one, you also said love.
Love. Yeah. For the people listening at home. Yes.
Yeah, so those people. I thought it was so cute. It's awesome to have you here. I was telling Susanna, I was like, Ari is nothing like Sylvester.
No.
So it's so
Yeah.
awesome
love
to
it.
have you here and then watch you be something completely
thanks.
different.
That's so cool.
It's
Thanks.
so
Yeah,
awesome.
No, an actor.
Yes.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
That's rad. That's rad. I really like playing Sylvester. I was a lot closer to him when we started shooting. But I think when you live life outside of work, the separation sort of starts to happen more, and you realize, oh, these are things that made me happy, but I didn't really lead my happiness with this because I didn't have an outlet for these energies. But now I can talk like a smart guy all the time when I'm at work, which is really cool. But thank you. I like talking about the show because I have a bigger disconnect than I think people realize that I do, because it's a thing that I worked on. Like every episode is a different thing. So watching that, I was really invested in it. I lived, breathed, and Ryan barely saw me that whole week, and I spent all of the Sunday that week that we shot most of the episode with our acting coach, just going over all of the episode, like what I was going to do, and just like really heavily prepping for it. So talking about this episode, a thing that I am very, very excited to do.
Yeah,
I'm
because-
glad I got to come here where you guys actually like watch it and stuff.
And and we have somebody on Twitter that tweets all about Scorpion, who
Really?
loves you, and
Sweet.
loves us, and it's Forever alums, and they're constantly tweeting about you guys and Scorpion, and they love it, and they retweet this, and this is the perfect episode to talk with you because you went through so many changes. Like, you had to tell somebody I love you, then you had to die,
Yeah.
and then you had to come back to life.
Every extreme in life.
Every extreme, all in
all
one
the
episode
major-
for you.
Yeah. The thing when I talked to the creator about this episode, how he like came up with it, and I don't know how much I'm supposed to reveal about the behind the scenes process.
All of it.
Yeah, all of it. Yeah. That's what you guys say.
More than you should.
When he initially called me, because there's never been an episode like this, I definitely got a phone call that was like, "Hey, buddy, we got this thing coming down the pipeline, and I'm really excited about it for you." And so when he told me the story of how it happened, the episode is about trusting that somebody else has got it. For Sylvester, at least, when you take the reins of something, I think why there's so much fear and anxiety is because you need to trust people that you can't trust. You need other people. You need them to be there for you, and you can't quantify any of that stuff. So, the warden, what happens to him, just everything happening to Sylvester, everything going wrong that can go wrong, just sort of the lesson that he learns at the end of it is like, well, you're going to be all right.
You are going to be all right. And you
can trust
survived.
other people. Yeah, exactly.
You even did a bird dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bird dance. I died laughing.
Well, how else would Sylvester tell anybody anything?
It's
you
true.
know? Like, you can't. What kind of metaphor will he paint? He doesn't know what he's doing.
No. So he dances the cool nada egret. Is that right?
The Coolangatta
Coolangatta.
Coolangatta egret.
indigenous to Australia.
Yes,
Yeah.
we had someone on Twitter ask us to ask you about that mating dance in particular.
Yeah,
Vern's
sure.
views on Twitter. So was that something you looked up on your own? Really, get into
Is that a real thing? Did you watch these birds on a
Egret
video and be like,
character?
I have to mimic
Yes.
these birds?
Yes.
So it was a
Okay.
process.
I can pull the curtain across. I can let out all of these secrets. The
Okay.
egret dance, I think we can give up.
Yeah, that sounds
Can't
good.
play that one too close. I can play that. Okay. So the idea, obviously, was I think Nick Santora's, because he has, whenever there's really something specific in the script, like a set piece of some kind, or I don't know, something that is like very memorable, but also it really unique. It's not weird. It's just like really unique, and you don't think it's like Ray, like the character Ray. You don't think he's gonna be anything, and you guys don't even know what's gonna happen with Ray. Like,
I can't
he
wait.
is
I'm so
here.
excited.
He's here. So
Good.
I think from Santora, there's a lot of like things that he drops and things that he's going to pick up later, and you don't really know what he's doing. But when there's something specific that he's passionate about, you need to listen to him, because
that.
in this case, I don't know if it's going to come back, but it really made for like an amazing moment in the episode to just make sure that we're not like doing something charming where the guy's like goofing off for the girl. It's like this means love, like very grounded. It means love. And then he did the dance for me.
Really?
He did the dance for me in a parking
he
lot
was
of
a
a pizza.
choreographer.
Yeah, we got a slice of pizza, and he did the dance for me. And then when I went to work, like our producing director and a lot of people were like, "Yo, do you need to see the egret dance, like the actual egrets, because he wants you to sort of compare the two." And he was really involved.
Wow.
More involved in a lot. I mean, sometimes you don't even hear anything from him, but he was this specific moment, this thing
Was important.
very important. So I, got to give credit where credit's due, Santora, and then everybody in the crew of Scorpion. They gave me a flash drive with a bunch of movie files.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then one of the ADs let me borrow their computer so I could watch it. But it was like weeks before. That's like, it's really
Prep.
important.
Yeah.
When they say like,
Get it right.
this is the production draft. We're weeks out. Know the dance.
Know the dance like the back of your hand. Yeah.
So a lot of work went into that.
Yeah, it looked
well,
like you
work.
nailed it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you, guys.
I thought
I mean, it worked.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the
Thank you.
girl. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? I'd give it a 9 on Dancing with the Stars. Like a solid 9.
way better than Gary Busey. I just saw Gary Busey. I'm sorry. I don't want to, dump on Gary Busey or anything.
Right.
I love Gary Busey.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
I saw him on Dancing with the Stars. That was a performance art piece. That
Yeah.
was amazing.
Are you talking about the Addams Family one?
Yes.
That's he nailed the snaps.
The way he looks at her, my heart started pounding for her. I was like, what is she thinking?
Yeah.
Is she okay? Did he do this every rehearsal? I just saw through it. I didn't, but it was terrifying to me. I don't know if that's what he was going for.
I think so.
Big Busey fan.
Yeah.
Don't kill me in my sleep.
Yeah, I think so too. And also, Happy might kill Toby in his sleep.
Oh yeah. Great job bringing it back. Sorry for the tangent. Yeah.
She started it, to be fair.
Yeah, I did. I just didn't know it was gonna keep going.
But happy.
Happy and Toby.
I just great job, Ari.
Yeah, good job, Ari.
Yeah.
Toby and Happy, we got a little bit of not good stuff between them.
Yeah. Who is Happy talking to?
Right? It is, his name is Chet,
Yeah.
played by Pete Jovine.
I'm good.
Jovine. Pete, good job,
Pete's
Chet.
a really funny stand-up comic.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's great.
So are we going to see more of Chet?
I can pull the curtain out above Chet as well. Like, I don't want to play Chet too close to the chest.
Right.
Chet.
Smooth.
Thank you, guys.
Good. That was good.
You're gonna see Chet a couple more times.
Okay.
right.
So
I
then
don't know how I
Toby
feel.
might kill Happy.
Maybe. I mean, look.
He's fighting.
You see, he starts building the thing with Cabe there with the.
Yeah, with the punching bag.
Where's that gonna go?
Exactly.
Yeah.
He might. Yeah.
Yeah, which I know that was the second time that Cabe's been there for him when Happy sort of like, up and left.
Yeah.
Yeah, because last time Cabe was like, all right, yeah, let's go get a drink. And this time he's there with the punching bag. So it's an interesting
like,
little relationship.
What are you
forming
doing,
there.
Happy? What are you doing? What are you doing? Somebody sent us that trailer, like, of you walking in saying hi, Toby listening to Happy, and I was like, no. Happy's gonna step out on somebody? No. I'm totally against it.
Breaking hearts.
I don't like it, because I know you like Toby. Because I know it. You can
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Can I?
Can you?
Oh.
Please, let it out.
One of the reasons I came here today, sort of to publicly say, for a really long time, I shipped Quintus, which is Toby and Happy. I would hashtag them. I would take
We
pictures.
hashtag Tappy.
Tappy?
Tappy.
Okay, Tappy. I'll hashtag Tappy.
Okay.
Basically, I was a really big supporter of theirs. Mm-hmm. Okay. Then I did a binge watch of the series, and Toby messed up.
When?
Toby messed up big.
When he stood her up?
Toby, who in every episode since has had an opinion about drugs of some kind, misdosed himself, and he friggin' slept through the date.
True.
And he's a doctor. So maybe he's not mentally ready for a relationship with anybody who could actually sort of have a tete-a-tete with him. That's what I'm
Self-sabotage.
thinking, yeah.
Okay.
Rewatching it as a fan, I'm thinking, you know what? I'm going to take this hashtag. I'm going to take all the love that I've poured into Quintus, into Tappy. Folks at home, I no longer ship Toby Curtis
All
and
right.
Happy Quinn. I no longer do it. I'm so sorry.
If it
so
doesn't
sorry.
happen, I won't be totally against it because I do like their relationship. The back and forth is very cute.
Wondering maybe someday.
If someday,
it'll, come back
you know,
around.
maybe.
Ross and Rachel it up, or
I can't. His face.
Professional relationships, sure, absolutely. But what do I think? I think they got to learn how to be civilized together in Scorpion, and then maybe Toby will have another marriage that falls apart or something. I'm just being mean to the character.
Yes. No, for sure.
But yeah. I know. I really think he's got a lot to learn, especially for
does.
somebody
That's
like
true.
Happy, who's very guarded, who needs
That's true.
somebody
That's
to teach her how to do it.
And it's true. Somebody like Happy, once you break the trust, it's kind of like you're
right.
screwed.
Yeah.
She needs to be handled very gently.
Didn't have parents.
right.
Didn't
Yeah.
have parents.
All right, you right.
You right.
You right. Okay. And then Paige and Walter, our real life couple that we love so much. Are they super cute on set? Do they act like a couple on set?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not allowed to talk about that type of stuff. I don't think.
Got it. But we assume they're super cute. And
Well, I mean, they're two super cute people, aren't they?
they are super cute. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
there was photos
could've
of
been either
them on set kissing when you guys were in the Cuba episode where you're drenched in water because you guys had to fall into the ocean.
Oh, were there like Baywatch pics of
Yes.
them or something? That's
Yes.
funny.
It was adorable.
That's funny.
And
Every time there's a beach, they take pictures of us.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
Well,
they take
Kat-
pictures of Kat, and then I'm like there. In the I'm like, yo, I got a comedy radio play podcast. Yeah,
Perfect.
That's me. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll look for you in the background.
Yeah, thank you,
of
thank you.
Kat-
Yeah, exactly.
Catherine. I feel like I can't call her Kat.
Yeah.
Of Catherine McPhee's
Right.
photos. Yeah, you guys are homies and friends. But they're super cute, and
We didn't get much.
we
from them
didn't
this
get
episode.
much. But you know what we always get between them is something very small where Paige is like, this is what you should do, Walter. This is
Right.
like, you're trying to humanize him, which is always so cute to see. I'm just glad we got to see Ralph in the mix in this episode because I like Ralph. I think he's adorable, and the relationship with him and Scorpion is so cute. So I was down for all of it. I'm glad Ralph is, now a
great
celebrity
little-
at a school.
local celebrity.
Local celebrity.
Yeah.
That-
and
I loved it. I loved it. So.
Yeah, I love that Paige trusted Ralph to kind of handle it because I kind of thought she was getting a little crazy about he can't hang out with you guys or this
Right.
and that and whatever. So I'm glad that she was kind of like, okay, I'll give you one day, one day, and if not, I'm jumping in. So I like that.
And
he handled
figured
it.
out. He did it without any confrontation. And I love how he was like, if I can't socialize with people, I'm going to end up like you. Like, I got to go to school,
Straight up.
Walter. I can't
Smart
just
boy.
not go to school. Even though he's real smart. And he probably shouldn't be going to school. I feel like I wouldn't want to go to school. I'd be like, Mom, I know what I got time for that.
Right.
Like, teachers teaching me nothing. I got stuff to do. I got to go to MIT.
Just there to entertain.
And I love that. What? Say it. Go.
I think it'd be really cool if Ralph. They said he'd be going to like night school in that episode. I haven't, looked at it in the episode since and sort of seen a through line of that yet. Maybe it's just because of the injury and I haven't been around. But I really would love to see that.
Oh, me too.
Like Ralph in like a grad school situation,
Yes.
when he's 14, maybe
Yeah.
like later on. Like I think that's a really cool thing to do because how many problems come up in schools
Yeah.
and stuff. Sorry.
Exactly.
I would love that. And it wouldn't have to be like a long storyline. You could literally give us 2 minutes of him just in a huge classroom answering questions that other 25-year-olds don't know. So,
Yeah.
And a lot of like social issues will come up, and how does he deal with that, and what does he learn from the Scorpion team, if anything?
Yeah.
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 And we also know that Cabe's got Ralph's back too, because Cabe is ready to teach him how to fight.
Cabe's got
Yeah.
everybody's back.
Always.
He does have everyone's
Our
back.
guardian
He's always
angel.
ready to teach
I mean,
everyone
Except
how to fight.
Adriana's back. Good job, Cabe. Good job.
Yeah, no, she was done to me.
Yeah,
Done
right?
to me. I was like, all right, well,
Trouble
I
in
don't like you
Paradise?
anymore. Yeah. Because for a second I was like, oh, maybe Cabe and Melina will get together or something.
Yeah.
But nope, not anymore.
Not anymore.
I'm good.
But she's still gonna be in it. I don't think we're losing her. I think she's still coming back. It's just that they don't like each other, right? Like, we're still gonna work with her. Maybe not. We'll see what happens.
I mean,
We
it
will
kind of
see
seemed
what-
like they weren't going to work with Homeland anymore from that. He was like, I don't care if that.
That'd be crazy if we don't work with
lose my
Homeland. There's a lot of facial expressions going on in this.
That's all we're getting. Only getting.
But we will see.
there's stuff that happens.
that happens.
There's just in life
Specific.
there are things that happen, and sometimes other things happen because of them, and you may or may not see people after those things happen. But if those things were to happen, and you do see those people again, nobody would be against it.
Correct.
But that doesn't mean that we're not going to see nobody. We're going to see people.
We'll see somebody.
we'll see somebody.
And some things will happen.
You know who
and
I
some-
want to see again? You know who I want to see again? I want to see Cabe's ex-wife,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
the Hexen Beast in Grimm.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
She's
yeah.
so
Yeah.
good.
Killer.
Are we gonna see her now? Can you? No, probably not.
I haven't worked with her since.
okay.
But I think anytime we get into Cabe's past,
It
there's
could happen, right.
Yeah. Well, because he's lived a life of a hero already, which is something we've established. So
Right.
it's sort of like, what the hell hasn't he
Yeah,
done?
we wanna know what he's been through.
Yeah, exactly. So he likes the LA Kings. Yeah, he's always got that Kings mug.
That's true. Yeah. All right. Well, I hope we get some of that. I just want somebody for Cabe. Somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody to love.
Everybody on Scorpion needs to have
Somebody to love.
And they do, except for KB Cave.
Yeah.
Right?
KB Cave.
Cave.
Yeah.
Let's give him somebody.
Let's give him somebody.
One day.
You guys heard that?
One day.
One day. One day. I know you hear us. You always seem to give us what we ask for every week. It's like,
Santora,
yes.
they want
Right, next
Cabe
week.
to fall in love.
Yes. Bring back his ex-wife. We loved her.
Season 3 wedding.
Yes. Can we be in the guest, like as extras in the back? That'd be so much fun. Okay. All right. So let's talk about the big thing this episode. You,
What about
Golly.
Sylvester, man.
Sylvester's
Poor
episode.
Sylvester. I can't believe he survived everything he had to do.
Roller coaster.
Okay, so the episode starts off with the warden of Harrison Prison realizing that there is a dead CI inside, and it has to do with the connection of a judge that was killed about a week prior, and it is a Japanese gang, Etame, and
Sima Fumakoshi.
yes,
Wow.
Yeah.
yes, that's the head.
That's our man.
That's the head of the Japanese gang, and obviously he has a lot of people under his payroll. But the warden
corrupted.
is clearly corrupted in this prison, and the warden comes to Team Scorpion because the same CI that was killed handed him 3 pieces of paper with basically gibberish on it to us, gibberish to us, but to the leaders of the gang, not gibberish. It's the name of 3 other judges that are going to be killed.
And we got to figure it out.
And how do we have to figure it out? We got to send somebody undercover, but not just any genius.
No.
Right.
No.
The right genius.
The right genius that has
The most terrified genius.
most terrified genius. But you have photographic memory,
Yeah.
which helps in this situation because you have to memorize a manual, a legend, to try and figure out what all these symbols mean.
What a terrifying Rudolph moment for this character, may I
Right?
say.
Yeah.
When Rudolph he only had to fly through some clouds, man. But Sylvester, the thing that everybody made fun of him for, you're scared of germs, you're scared of everything.
Scared of life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a whole thing. There's a whole spiel that Sylvester does. He talks about how there's a bunch of places he doesn't want to go to in his everyday
Sexy
life.
hut.
La Sexy Hutch. La Sexy
yes.
Hutch.
Yeah, that's
What a great line. Santora. Yeah, and he's just, the worst person for it on the inside, but in his brain, they need that superpower. So it's just fight yourself to go to prison and then go to prison. Yeah.
And it's crazy when you ask about like protecting the judges and how Toby gives the numbers, and it's like you would need about 20,000 agents to protect these judges. It's literally like, no, we don't have another
Yeah,
option.
and I broke down the numbers.
Yeah.
I said.
Oh, you said the number. Right.
You're
You're
like-
the human calculator. That's right. You're like, oh, that's not going to work. You're right. I do have
I guess
to
I
go.
do need this.
Yeah.
It needs to be me.
It needs to be me.
Great.
And so you go undercover. You know, orange is the new black for you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Get in that jumpsuit. And
Mystified.
but they prepare you. They obviously take your molar out and put in a microphone.
Yeah,
And a speaker, like a whole
comm, like a comm.
Yeah, so you're able to hear and listen because the only person that knows from this prison that you're undercover is the warden.
The only guy.
And he doesn't seem to trust anybody.
No.
I mean, he says that somebody that makes, what does he say? He's like
Yeah, it's like his assistant.
He's like,
warden.
yeah, his assistant makes $48,000 a year and drives a $70,000 car. What are you doing? So
You could save up.
you can save up.
We had a friend who was watching it with me, and he was like, "You could hella save up. You could save. You could do that.
Realistic.
Just be frugal for 3 years, and you got it."
Perfect. Did you have to do a little bit of like that whole scene where they asked you what's your jacket and you're like, I think it's polyester, and they're like, no, that's
so
like what's your
funny.
wrap, like what are you in for? All of that. Did you have to kind of do a little bit of studying for that,
No,
or do a little like research into that?
not really. That scene, it's really funny. Like Robert, Patrick, and I just got to play with that one.
Okay.
They just sort of let 3 cameras roll on us.
Oh,
and
really?
we did
Oh, how
it probably
fun.
like 15 times, just
Oh,
a bunch of
that's
different
awesome.
ways. So, yeah, it was just more of a comedy moment for us because the words were there. So we're like, yeah, okay. I believe that that's what that is. But I mean, I didn't really use much prison lingo. That was all sort of, even my character was fed to him.
Okay, cool. But you're supposed to go undercover in 90 minutes tops, is
Yeah.
what they say. And I was like, please, 90 minutes?
Right.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no way. They're instantly.
Of
They're
course.
always working on a short timeline.
Yeah.
Seriously. So you have 90 minutes to go
Super
in.
easy. In, out.
You'll be back by
Not a
dinner.
problem.
No big
And
deal.
that's Wednesday.
That's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you head straight into the prison, and the warden takes you so that nobody questions it, because, you know, you're supposed to be undercover. But you're not very good at it. No, not at first. You're terrified. You can see it.
Yeah. I'm new fish.
Yeah, you're the new fish. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way.
There's no way.
There's no way you can change your personality in years of years of just like terrifying fear and no, you can't get rid of that in an afternoon just because you have to.
Right.
You can't run away
For
from
2
it.
seconds, you were like, I can do this. I can do this. And then you turn around. I can't do this.
I can't. I
It was a good 2
can't
seconds,
breathe
though.
through my teeth with my mouth snarled
Right.
for
Like a
90
predator.
minutes. Yeah.
Like a predator.
I
But
can't-
that was good.
Yeah. Thanks.
That was good. That breathing. I felt like you were a predator for like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I felt it. But you go to the library because you guys you realized that the head of the gang had checked out several books in the last few weeks when hadn't checked out books in years. And so you head to the library to look to see if you can find the manual. Now, this is where I got a little confused, and I even asked her. So you find the first book that is missing the acetates?
Acetate, yeah.
Correct. The other books that you guys chose, was it just because they were also medical books?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, when Toby says like that's a medical standard and these are medical standard pieces,
Got
it's
it.
sort of like what's implied is that they've told me like, oh, that's a book that might have it. That's a book, or I know I have that book that has it. That has
Got
it.
it.
You know,
Okay,
that sort of
cool.
thing.
It happened so fast. I was like, I think that's what it is.
Yeah,
that they
jump
were
cuts.
a staple medical books. And
Exactly, staple. Yeah.
Yeah, and so there was about 20 to 25 acetates, sorry?
Pages
Missing.
of acetate, yeah.
Yeah, little plastic pages, that's what I'm gonna call them.
Yeah.
They're missing, and you seem to have found all of them except the legend, which is the most important.
Yeah, so it's a 25-page. It's like a 25-page like book that says this one means this one means this, these three together mean this, blah, and like all the way down, and then there's a legend to then like understand the language in which this book is in. So it's like double triple encoded or whatever. You need weeks to figure out how to do it
Yeah, I
if
think
you
it
don't
was,
know
like,
what you're doing.
Bilingual alphanumeric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not like the pages aren't in the library, so you got to get to the infirmary.
Yeah.
Is where you have to get, because they realize, let's see, he has dialysis X times a week
3 times
and
a week.
3 times a week, X amount of hours a day.
Exactly.
So that's the place where he can do it and hide it. So you head to the infirmary, but you had to go through some stuff first to get to the infirmary. You couldn't just get there.
down.
The warden couldn't just give you a medical pass. So
No.
it's not that simple. You had to get knocked out.
Yeah.
Straight up knocked out by Tintin.
Hit
Yeah.
up the mountain in a tank top.
Yeah, it's a mountain in the tank top.
that.
So good. So, was he as terrifying as it came off?
Lester Spate is his name.
Yes.
When he wants to be.
pretty
He turn
intimidating.
it on.
Yeah.
He's a very nice man.
Yeah.
We chatted. You know, we got to work with him. He's charming. He's nice. Yeah.
Because you're a tall
Affable.
guy. How tall
Yeah.
are you?
I'm 6'1".
And he was taller than you.
I don't know if we were. I think in real life he does trump me by a few inches.
Okay.
But it's not as much
Not
as
as
I think
much.
we cheated a little bit in the
Right.
show.
Got it. Okay.
To
It's
get
just
to
give
make
that.
it just a little bit more.
Got it. Okay.
I don't even think he was standing on a full apple box though. I think it was might have been a half.
Like a half, just to give the intimidation
exactly.
factor.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Give a little bit away to get the over the shoulder shot. You know.
Yeah, do that. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's got an iPhone.
Give the people what they want. So yeah, he punches you straight up in the face.
Yeah.
Knocks you out
That was
because
a
you
fun fall to do.
disrespect
Yeah.
his colors.
Yeah.
I blow my nose.
And his
in it.
mama.
Yeah, and his mama.
and his
Like your
mama.
mama.
Yeah.
Loved that. Killer.
Killer. Yeah, you
Killed you.
You don't exactly know how to offend this guy enough to punch him or enough to get him to punch you, but they tell you to disrespect his colors, and you put snot all over his handkerchief.
All your mocos.
All of your mocos just straight up in there. He was like,
In a good
like
blow.
instantly. And even I loved everyone's reaction from Scorpion.
Yeah.
Even Paige was like, oh.
They weren't expecting
They're
that.
like, no.
Paige goes, damn.
Yeah.
Paige goes,
Didn't
damn.
expect him to go that far. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how was that punch?
Really fun.
Really fun to do?
Yeah, because I mean, he didn't really make contact.
Mm-hmm.
I would have actually been knocked out. But before my accident where I hurt myself on set, I really like to play around physically with a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
in episode 2 of this season, Toby like chases me around the desk, like that wasn't written, and we were just like, let's make it like a playful thing, like let's give it more movement. I was really down to do that until I hurt myself. But with that punch, everybody was really stressed out. They were like, you don't need to do the fall. You don't need to do it in a wide shot. You don't need to do it. And I was like, I want to do it. It's funny if you do it right. Like, I really want to do it. And Tom, my stand-in and also stunt double, who's amazing, like, just a great man. He, I think he did the fall a couple times for that punch. But I know, it is me. The one that wound up is me.
Oh, good.
Because you see the side shot of my face just going like, it was so much fun. I love that. And he's so terrifying. Like, it was so easy to believe it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So thanks to him knocking you out, you get to the infirmary. And you threaten to sue. You're like, I have a fractured. What did you say?
I think I have a spiral fracture.
Spiral fracture, right? And you threaten to sue because the doctor does not want to do any more tests on you than he has to. But you get him to leave, and that is how you find the manuals.
Yeah.
They are in his like little sliding table, right? It's like the tube.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of different places it could be. And
Right.
I sit in his chair. And I'm like, well, he's sitting in his chair all day. So that's the deductive reasoning of me being like, it's got to be somewhere close to the chair. And I go for his dialysis machine, and then
With an arm
there's
reach.
another thing here that's like sort of a bedside table with wheels. And then I was like,
Perfect.
And straight up in the tube
Yes.
are all of the manuals, but not the legend.
Right.
Not the
Meanwhile,
legend.
of course,
No.
also he lost his comm too when he
Yeah.
got knocked out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yes.
no, can't
Through all
talk. Can't
this,
talk to
he's
home.
just on his
Yeah.
own.
But they're able to see you.
yeah.
So they're still watching you, but you can't. You know they're watching you.
Yeah.
So at least you have that. But that's right.
There's just a little bit of faith that they'll black out their cameras, hopefully. And
Right.
that I won't get caught being like dead by 10.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And then the warden gets brought in, and you're kind of like, all right, well, there goes my life.
Yeah, goes from bad to worse.
Yeah. The warden gets taken in, the only person that can help you out. And so you are released to the cafeteria to get some food. You must have been hungry. No?
Did you
at
see the slop they were serving? No, he lives hell. He goes through hell.
And you
This
had
man.
a total like high school lunchroom moment where you
Yeah.
sit down at the table and everyone leaves. How sad.
Yeah.
Why?
Nobody
I
wants
mean, that's
to-
the least of your problems. I see that, but but that was sad.
Well, no, and then
I
he's
love
like,
that.
just like high school.
Yeah,
it's
right.
like, could I be any sadder?
Loner.
Yeah. And then he comes in.
And then he comes in and tells you that whole thing. It's like, lights out by 10. By 10:01, I'm going to be at your place. By 10:02,
10:02.
your lights out. I think I got that dead on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you
But
write
you
it-
weren't like 2 centimeters,
right,
like
from your
nose
face.
to nose.
Yeah.
Just like, wow.
Intense.
Yeah. And you got to relay the message the only way you can through the cameras, and you write it in ketchup.
Little catch-up message.
Dead by 10 p.m. You still kept it so calm, you know? Like, I was like, you're good. You're doing great.
It's the everything inside trying to get out. Just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
oh my
right.
God. Yeah. Whatever.
we missed one of my favorite scenes with the drugs. So we'll get there. Because it turns out that the only way to help you at this point, since the warden is down and out, we have nobody else, Adriana doesn't want to help you.
No.
Adriana.
Adriana's his cave. I can't do it.
No,
She
I
lost
got
it for
3.
me.
Yeah, we don't like you anymore.
3
She's pretending.
judges.
Bye.
Sly.
Sly. The 3 judges make me more money than you will ever make me. That's what she's thinking.
How dare she?
But they decide to break you out of prison, because that's the only logical thing.
Obviously.
Walter says it's so light.
Yeah,
No big deal.
Avi.
Avi, we have to break him out of the prison. And Toby, also, no big deal. Oh, I'll just create a drug that practically kills him.
Yeah.
Not a problem. He says he's going to use plenzamine to slow the heart, dolopazine to rev down the brain, and ephedrine to make his palms cold. Like, we've got this down to the T. The only
It's
thing,
Team Scorpion. They can solve any problem.
Other stuff.
any problem,
Yeah.
but you just don't trust Boo Boo. Boo Boo.
Yeah.
Boo Boo.
Boo-boo.
So we get Ray in this episode, which is
Oh
so
my gosh.
great.
Ray's place.
Ray's place.
Place in quotation marks.
Ray's place. Ray's way is the. What does he say at the end?
Ray's way will lead you to Victor
To
Ray.
Victor
Ray.
Ray. Yeah, all of that. We get him because they need his help to get the drugs to Sylvester. So they go talk to Ray.
I
and
love
then-
Ray.
I
So
love
good.
Ray.
We
love
love
Ray.
him.
So funny.
When we saw him in the end of the first episode of the season, or the second episode?
The last.
Is it the last episode?
Yeah, the
last
last one. We were
episode.
like, he's coming back.
He has to come back. We were like,
For
please
sure.
come back.
There's definitely stuff happening there.
So Ray and Paige go as undercover lawyers,
Lawyers.
even though Ray doesn't think he's undercover. Like, Ray's a lawyer. Objection. argumentative. They sneak in undercover, and Ray talks to Boo Boo. Paige talks to Sylvester.
With his takeout menus.
Chinese takeout menus.
So good. That detail is so excellent.
Yes.
Right?
And then his face too. And he's just like, he's just like, no.
No, it's like,
I got
That
it.
scene.
we know
I got
he
my
knows.
options here for him.
Right. And so you talk to Paige, and it's such a nice change also in Sylvester when she was like, how are you doing? I'm about to get killed. Do you want to ask that question again? It was that's so true. Like, wow, how could you approach me? Yes, straightforward. You kind of felt like you were kind of like, I'm done, right? Like, this is...
Yeah.
Are you coming to say goodbye?
Yeah. And I like that he laid it out too. He's very, he's I can't believe you guys put me in this position. First you said this, and now this happens, and now I'm pretty much just on my own. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's pretty straight up.
Yeah, I mean, big old middle finger.
Yeah.
Like,
Straight
before
up.
anything else happens,
bit.
Paige, come on.
bit.
Yeah,
Come on, Paige. If this
What?
was HBO, I'd be flipping you off. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
But of course, he gets suckered again by Toby. His little
Yeah,
note,
his
so
note.
quick, but I loved it. Sly's got his heart for Megan.
Yeah,
true.
he's got to tell her he
Megan's-
loves her. He's
Megan's
too
on the
scared.
mind.
Yeah, you can't die in prison. You can't. So you gotta trust Boo Boo. Played by David Storrs, who is your pharmacist at this point, who's gonna give you the drugs, and you need to take the drugs by 9:45 because by 10 you're dead.
Dead meat.
Yep.
Dead meat.
No two.
Dead meat. So it's getting closer to that time, and Boo Boo drops the drugs for you at your foot. Very, very sneakily, you take them, but you also start to realize, because when you talk to Paige, you were like, I don't know if we're going to save the judges. I don't have the legend. And she's like, think about it. What is he confined to? And you were like, the wheelchair. His wheelchair. He has it on him, but not on him.
Yeah.
So that if he were to ever get caught or anything, it's literally not on him. It's just with him. And so you decide to take the pills, but then go after the wheelchair.
I need to take the pills. It's a timing issue.
It is.
A lot of the time with Scorpion, it's all about time.
Oh, it's always about time.
That when the boy was with the water coming up, our Christmas episode last year, same director, Omar Mata. It's you're trying to beat time, and sometimes time doesn't work the way you want it to.
It's true.
So like, he's gonna kill me at 10. I got like 5 minutes. I gotta take the pills because I gotta be dead before he can kill me. But I also need to get the legend and put it on me in a way that maybe won't get taken from me once I die. But I don't even get a chance to do that.
No.
Yeah, and I like that you didn't get a chance.
Me
Yeah,
too.
me too.
Yeah, because I was kind of like, it'd be a little cliche if he got it, but then he didn't. So I was like, that is life.
That is life.
That is
You're right.
life.
That is
Yeah.
how that would happen.
And then you die. And in this entire time of you being dead for 15 minutes, they are putting together something that's going to bail you out of prison. They have the blueprints, and we found the bio waste area next to the morgue that nobody goes near. It's like the perfect area, but you have to get to the morgue. That's why we had to kill you. And you are there, and literally Toby says he's gonna wake up any minute, and then you see your little finger go through like the zipper.
How was that, peeling
Yeah.
yourself out of a body bag?
It was,
Morbid.
it was a little bit morbid. Luckily, I didn't have to get like soaking wet on that day when we shot that. But, we all got drenched when Happy sprayed everybody with the hose in that same location. So, I don't know. Like, I had some good memories for a couple days. Like, the body bag scene was fun. It was scary being in the bag, but the scene itself was fun. And then, like, getting drenched with water was, like, pretty terrible. So I was, like, happy for some of the time there. And then the other time I was like, I just want to be dry. Yeah.
So you get out of the bag, and you instantly fall. Hilarious.
Oh, I gave away something that happened. Sorry, guys.
That's okay. It's all right. If you haven't seen it, you shouldn't be listening to this, so you're fine. But you instantly fall because you are drugged up. You have a bad knee, like real legit stuff here.
Yeah, totally.
So you fall, but they're right beyond the wall, Walton Cave, ready to save you, and they do that. They explode the wall, boom, and instead of leaving, you want to be a hero.
Yep.
Sylvester,
That legend.
want to get that legend. You're like, I didn't go through all this to not get the damn legend.
People see results. Heroes save people. There's a difference. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Sylvester knows. He's not just like a normal guy who's like, well, okay, well, I shouldn't have tried to go into prison because it's not something that I could have done. Like, in that moment,
Yeah.
like, we didn't say to the judges, we got to go to save our own butts. But Sylvester's like, I'm a hero. when there's, you know, people in the sky and nobody knows what to do, we don't stop thinking about it. We figure out how to do it. And like, I think there's also a funniness to that moment, not to talk too much about it because it is our show and I don't want to come off like I'm talking about it. When I read it, what I loved about the moment was that he's not being he's not being unrealistic. It's like a little bit selfish, but at the same time it's like a little bit like, screw you guys, we're finishing this.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Like there's no way that we can't do this. You went up in a hot air balloon first episode, man. Like you're speeding 90 miles an hour all the time. This is a prison. We're gonna do it.
We're gonna do it.
Yeah. I think there's a little bit of comedy there too. I don't know.
No, I loved it. And it was totally believable because out of all people, it would have to be you. It wouldn't be like, Kay would be like, hey, sorry, Sylvester, I have to put you back in there. Like, that was never going to happen.
Yeah.
You had to decide.
And you knew that.
Again,
you did your own math and figured it out.
And then you figured it out. And you guys go out there. You do find the legend in the wheelchair.
We get it.
You get it. But it's not easy still. There's a struggle. As you're trying to escape, that guard that was under 10 tons pay, right? 10 payroll? Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Under 10 tons payroll, he just knocks out Cabe. And then a fight breaks out with the guards and you three, and you're still trying to match the manual and the legend and try to say the 3 names of the judges. And you get some of them out, but that third one's rough.
No, third one's rough. I get choked out.
You get choked out. And 10 ton, you break his finger.
Yeah, I got choked out in the run. Once we get the thing to go back, 10 ton grabs me. And he's choking me, and I break his finger. Told him that
and I'm glad that it was you that got out of it. No one came to your rescue or anything.
Something totally that you could do, break a finger, that would cause you to be able to get off.
People see results. Heroes save people.
And you saved yourself from 10 ton.
And 3 judges.
You did save 3 judges. And that third name, or when you're being when you're fighting, trying to get that third name out, you are saved because of Happy. Comes in with that giant hose of water.
She saves the day.
She saves the day.
We get drenched.
You get a little drenched.
But she saves the day.
She does.
Yeah.
She does. And like always, I'm sure Toby was not happy about it, but Happy always comes to save the day.
Yeah.
I feel
She's
like
badass.
She's always there, always so calm and collected.
Love it.
And we save the 3 names. The episode, you guys, once again, we meet back at the garage. There's always like a circular thing with the episodes. I love it. A little wrap up. I love it. Get back to the garage, and Adriana Molina says, your team did well. Cabe's like, yeah, you did not. I don't trust you. I don't want to work for you, even if that means me getting fired. I don't care. I'm a Marine, and no man left behind means something to me. And Sylvester says, thanks, Cabe.
Thanks. Thank you, Cabe.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
It was great.
What an amazing moment. Robert Patrick brings the level of authenticity to every word in Scorpion that I always struggle with because we go into the comic book realm so often with like how crazy our thing is, but he just keeps it honest and like, so this is me. And it's great. Yeah. I think I might be tearing up on that one. We did it a bunch. That like whole moment. RP's great.
Yeah.
Love him. Love him to death.
Yeah, he's great. I agree. He's so simple but so dynamic all at the same time.
Dynamic,
yeah, like it's crazy. I think we covered the entire episode.
What about the egret dance? What about the love at the end? We didn't say that they fell in love, but I did say I love you to Megan.
Yeah, and she told you. I know we talked about it at the beginning.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, we got you.
Each other.
He looks at the board.
They love each other.
Melvester.
Yeah, you guys are adorable, and we want to see more of you.
Melvester.
Melvester.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag Melvester. Tell me what's gonna happen in season 2.
Well, I mean, you gotta be a little bit more specific than that, ladies.
Okay, so what can we say are our predictions for the rest of the season that will be correct?
Sure, that will be correct. I don't know if I'll tell you if they're correct or not.
Yeah. Paige and Walter, they have some getting together.
Okay, I have a question. Maybe you can answer. Will we see Drew?
I can tell you, I haven't.
You
seen
haven't
Drew.
seen Drew. Okay.
I can tell you, Sylvester hasn't seen Drew.
Sylvester has not. Okay, I don't miss him.
Yeah, I'm good without him.
I'm good without him.
I miss Brandon. I miss the actor.
I mean, he's cute. He's cute.
He's a great guy too.
Not a problem.
Yeah, but the character, not so much.
Drew. I don't want Drew. I don't know. I don't have much. I think the relationships, based on my experience with Scorpion, they're gonna move slowly in the direction we're currently seeing them. So I think we're gonna see more of you and Megan, obviously. Unfortunately, now I think Toby and Happy are.
Will Megan's health kind of come into play a little bit?
Well, think about it like this, okay? I did hear that question. This is also an answer to that question. Think about it like this. When we first saw Megan in episode 9, right, of the first season, all that happened was we just sort of like started talking our characters, and then it sort of just like came out that we talked to each other a couple more times, and now I like am into her. And then all of a sudden I wanted her to be my Valentine, and now she's my girlfriend, and I tell Walter about it when we're in Mexico, and it's sort of like this thing that, does it slowly happen? I guess like piece by piece it happens, but sort of overnight I tell her I love you. I mean, I feel like that's what I'm sort of looking at here. So I don't think there's much, to say that. I just want to prove you wrong with what everybody's saying is just like, I think it's going to be slow. It's like, I don't know if it's going to be slow, because Scorpion really doesn't slow down. We go fast.
You do.
Some moments we're just like,
all about the timing.
Forget about whatever we said, we're doing this, and it's like, whoa, how did that happen? So I don't know.
We will see.
You guys will see some stuff.
We will see some stuff. Ari, thank you so
much.
We are coming to. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh man!
Please come back. Bring everyone with you.
Yes, I will bring everybody with me.
And you have to wear your super fun guy shirt.
My super fun guy T-shirt. Yeah, we just got a bunch of posters of all the fake super fun guy like comic books.
I love it. We should get a shirt, and then the next time he comes, we'll wear it. Ari, where can people find you on Twitter?
Find me at Ari Stidham on Twitter, and then I have a comedy radio podcast called Dick Duquesne, and that's at Dick Duquesne on Twitter, spelt Duquesne.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You can find me on Twitter at Susannah_Kim and on Instagram at Susannah Kim.
You guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Monse Bolanos. We hope you guys have had fun. Make sure you thank him, tweet him, tell him thank you for being on the show.
Scorpion Monday nights at 9.
Yes, and thank
CBS.
you all for watching and being here. We will see you next week.
I love AfterBuzz.
Yes.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.